Hi guys, welcome to Short Nail Life. So in today's video, we're doing another Valentine set. I know it's late. I apologize. I meant to get this up last week, but things happened and I was able to get this up today. And I'm so excited to share with you guys how I did this. So as per usual, I'm going to ramble a little bit. Um, I do have a video dedicated for application just in case you're curious on what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. But in today's random thought, I was actually thinking about the gray area of nails a lot lately, and I really would love to hear you guys' opinion on what I'm about to say. But anyway, so I was watching Nail Career Education, and she was talking about how she runs the bit back and forth. She doesn't just go in one direction, she goes back and forth. She said that it will make the nails come up and join together, like the bumps will go down quicker. I'm not explaining this correctly. You have to watch her video to see what I'm talking about. And then I got my technique from Young Nails, and basically he said go in one direction. That's what they always teach you, go in one direction, because it will keep the bit from skipping over you. So I honestly tested out both of these theories and they are both right. What I will say is you can go a lot faster though with the Young Nails technique. When I did Nail Career Education's technique, I went about 5,000 RPM because I did not want my bit to skip or jump. And I did use a fine safety bit, ceramic safety bit. So that just in case you're curious what kind of bit I was using, my thought process for the Nail Career Education, it wasn't going to work because you need a two-way bit. And it's probably true because I only did this on the practice hand, but it didn't skip with this safety bit. I feel like I'm being too technical right now. I'm sorry. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of gray area in nails, and we just kind of have to learn and experience a lot of these techniques. So I'm about to mess up right here. If you saw my thumbnail, you know this is a glitter nail, and I forgot that I was supposed to not build it up. So I just start shoveling this off, and it's going to look really bad for the rest of the video. Well, until I file it off. But yeah, I just went ahead and I just smoothed this out as best as I could. I shaved it a little bit down, and I just put the glitter on top of that instead of rebuilding a full nail or redoing the whole nail, and it was fine. I didn't go into the glitter. Back to the gray area of nails, I personally watch everybody. I think that's the point I'm trying to get to. It's like, who do you feel like you should watch the most? Do you think you should watch professionals? Do you feel like you should just watch one certain type of video if it's in your field? Like, what do you think? I personally watch everybody. I watch people that do press-ons. I watch videos that, well, people that do acrylic, dip powder, all of it. I watch all of it, and I always feel like I leave that video learning something new, and that's why I like watching all of these different videos. Obviously with acrylic, I can't always correlate that to gel. It's not always going to work. I have to figure out how that works for gel, but I still like watching those videos, and someday I do hope to like venture over into acrylic again, or polygel and dip powder. I just have not gotten back over there yet, but yeah, eventually I want to go back and do those things, and I feel like learning now is the best thing I could do, even though I can't practice it now, if that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense to you guys. Let me know if I just sound like I'm rambling to you guys and not making any sense. But yeah, that's my random thought for today. So I did put this color on this nail, and I did one coat. And please ignore the rest of the nails. I know they look lumpy and bumpy. I was watching TV while building the nails, and I usually don't do that when I'm filming, but today I just could not keep my eyes away from the screen. So ignore them. I fixed them off camera. I saw it. But I'm doing the technique where I put my glitter in my base coat again. That really does work. I don't know why I was fighting this technique so much, but it works. So yes, I did stir up my glitter because I wanted the fine pieces to be in the glitter mix, and as some of you know, your fine pieces go all the way down to the bottom sometimes, and I wanted them to kind of be mixed up. So I just mixed that like you saw, and I'm putting it on the nail. And I put the glitter down first just in case there was gaps and you could see it, but there ended up not being any gaps. I will say I do 3 coats of this black glitter base that I just made. And I wanted to say that it's not gold in this glitter mix. I thought it was gold. It's a mustard yellow. I don't know how I assumed that was gold, but it's fine. So this is what I'm going to put in the nails. I didn't use that other open heart. I was trying to decide which one I wanted to do, and I had found these like hearts with the tail, I'm gonna call it. I didn't know I had that in my collection, so I really wanted to use that in today's set. So I'm just placing these pieces in the nail. They're all just hearts. And I felt like it was missing something. I just felt like it was so plain. So I found these little gold sequins or glitter, and I decided to add it to the nail. And I feel like this is what ruined my design because they are holographic. You can see the holographic in them. And I feel like had I used a gold holographic to do the rest of the nails, it would make sense. But since it's only on one nail, it stands out too much, and it does not actually go with the nails. And I did add more glitter off camera. I just showed you guys how I placed some of the pieces, and now I'm just going to encapsulate. So if you like my channel, can you please consider subscribing? And if you're been here before, but if you're new here, please stick around, see if you like the channel, and if you do, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. Watching myself encapsulate these nails right now, I will be honest, I was going to do a video showing you how I like to encapsulate nails, but I felt like it would be a very horrible video for you guys because my technique is literally throw it on the nails. As long as it covers, throw it on the nails, file it off later. Don't worry about it as long as everything is covered. I don't mind a lumpy mess. I don't mind a bumpy mess. As long as all of my pieces are covered, I can file it. So that is my technique. I don't worry. I'll fix it with filing basically. So right now all I'm doing is I am base coating all of the nails. And this is just to give a more even surface. And then I top coated that middle nail because I was basically done and I didn't want to mess it up. So I just went ahead top coated. And the rest I actually did go in and put a matte top coat on. I did build these nails thin, so it's fine. I didn't bulk it up too much, but I'm gonna explain why I did it. I did it because it was more drawing than I'm used to. And as you know, when you put a matte top coat down, your drawing is just a tad bit easier. Personally, for me, I know some people think it's easier to draw on top coat, but for me, I feel like it's easier to draw on a matte top coat. And like I said, it was more artistry than I'm used to, so I felt like this was the easiest way to do this. But I could have just went ahead on the base coat. But to start off, I did use my dotting tool to basically carve out this shape, and I did get this design from Zule's Nails. She did this in matte and almond shape. It is so beautiful. It is gorgeous. I'll leave her video link down in the description box. I didn't watch it, I just saw the picture, but I am going to go back in and watch it. But yeah, I thought it was gorgeous. And I also got the other nails idea from a picture I saw on Shein. Please watermark your pictures because Shein will steal them. Well, I don't know if they're stolen, so I'm not going to say they stole them, but please watermark your photos. You do all of that work. You should deserve credit. Watermark your photos. I rambled through that, but I carved out my shape with the dotting tool basically, and then I took my liner brush and I filled that in. I went over like the roundness up from the dots and I smoothed it down. You see me feathering the polish because I'm going to add black on top, and I didn't want it to look bulky where they met together, if that makes sense. You can do like a perfect line it perfectly if you know what I'm talking about, but I didn't feel like I would make a perfect line with mine and it would just add bulk if I tried to clean it up. So I did do it this way and just feather it down, and I hope that makes sense. I feel like it doesn't, but it makes sense to me. So I'm just doing one half of this nail. And I do want to say I have been watching a lot of a nail artist called Nails Orbit. She does a lot of character nails, and she kind of inspired me with the dotting tool. She was saying how you could do a lot of things with the dotting tool, and to me this works so much easier because I use the dotting tool. As you can see, I just, once I get one side the way I want, I literally just copy the other side. I hope that makes sense. I just copy where the lines are at on that side, and I just do that. It made this process so much easier. It was not perfect, but it was easier. And it's basically just connect the dots at that point. And I hope that all makes sense to you guys. Sometimes I just feel like I'm not making sense. I know I say it a lot, but sometimes I do feel like that. And I just want to help where I can. So this one is a little uneven, so you're going to see me keep kind of messing with it. And I'm going to be honest, it's not going to be perfect because I am still learning nail art. I'm not good when it comes to hand drawing yet, but I am still going to try. I really want to do more hand-drawn art this year. I feel like that's going to be a goal that I just set for myself. And it's simply inspired by Nails Orbit because I told you guys, I've been watching a lot of her channel. I love character nail art. So yes, I was super happy when I saw her channel. And I will link her channel in my description box down below just in case you're like me and you love character nail art. It's amazing. And as you can see, I do fill in the other side of that gold with the black. I kind of did it color by color because I was using the same liner brush and I didn't want to have to keep cleaning it in between. So I'm just doing basically the same exact thing that I have just did with the gold. And I just follow that line. And I feel like if you try this, you'll see what I mean by it's easier once you sketch it out with those dots and connect the dots. It is so much more simpler. Well, once you connect the dots, you just go in with the brush and kind of do as much as you can, and then take your line art brush and fix and adjust whatever you need to. I actually fixed the middle. I wanted it to be closer at the bottom, if that makes sense. I wanted it to actually look like two hearts. I feel like I need to adjust the shape a little bit, but that's just something I'll get with more practice. The heart nails actually remind me of a top of a sweetheart dress. I feel like I've seen a black and gold dress like this somewhere. I'm not sure. It's probably from some movie or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, I actually accidentally top coated the ring nail, but I'm taking it off right now before I cure it. I actually figured it out in time. But now you see me about to matte top coat it. I would have left this alone as well. See, I thought I wanted to do a sweater design with hearts on it, but when I actually did try it with the gold on that side. I cut it out of the video, but just know I did try it. I didn't like the way the gold would look with acrylic powder poured on top of it, so I just decided to make the whole thing shiny. So the matte top coat was unnecessary. It was initially going to be the last top coat, if that makes sense, but I didn't like the acrylic on top of a glitter nail. I've never actually tried it before, and I've never seen anybody do it before, and I can see why. It's not cute. I keep re-recording this part of the voiceover because I feel like I am not making sense at all. So I'm just going to say it, and if you don't understand, just please ask questions. So for that first layer that you just saw me draw for the gold, I did it, and then on camera I actually did film it, but I cut it out the video because I didn't keep it. I poured acrylic into it and I cured it. I didn't like the look, so I went back on top and I did a second layer of that gold glitter polish, and that's how I got to what is on that side of the nail right now. I hope all of that made sense. So now I just did the same dot technique with the black, and I am filling in the other side. What I will say is that this was actually harder to do because I could not follow the pattern of the dots on the other side. So it felt like I struggled with the black side more than I did the gold side. And I do 2 coats of all of the polish. I just wanted to make sure you guys know that. And for the gold, it's 2 coats and a little bit over acrylic. But I actually love this design. I think it is super cute. I would love to recreate it with a different gold though. I really feel like that's what messed me up. I feel like I should have had a shinier gold, but I'm using what I have, and this is the shiniest gold I have. So again, I'm going to top coat over that matte top coat because I didn't do the sweater design. And this is the reveal. I love this so much. I think it turned out really pretty. I do honestly feel like the holographic is throwing the set off, but I'm still super happy with this nail design. Let me know what you think, guys. So thank you guys for joining me. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I do new videos twice a week. I want you guys to have an amazing day. I hope you had a happy Valentine's Day. Bye.